Let's get right to that top story now. Adams arrived to the courthouse earlier this morning for that hearing. Let's get right over to Fox 5's Morgan McKay, who is live in Lower Manhattan with a breakdown from today's hearing. Morgan, what do we know so far?
Bianca, really the headline out of today is that federal prosecutors said that Mayor Eric Adams is likely to face additional charges and more people are likely to be indicted. Now, there's no set time frame on when that might happen, but Adams' attorney really pushing for a speedy trial, mentioning the primary election for mayor multiple times, saying that begins next year around March. That's when ballots get certified, and he wants things wrapped up well before then. Now, they couldn't agree to a trial date. Prosecutors say that this trial would likely take about 4 weeks, while the defense says that this trial could likely take between 1 to 2 weeks, leaning more to the 2 weeks, but a big time difference there. Now, prosecutors want the trial to be likely May, but the defense wants that trial date set between February and March. So just to get into a little about what happened inside the courtroom. So this was just an initial conference. So they went over pre-trial motions, discovery, and of course the trial date, which I mentioned. So Mayor Eric Adams, he walked into the courtroom. I happened to be sitting right next to the door, so he made eye contact with me as soon as he walked in. And so, you know, I kind of said hello a little bit, and he smiled back at me, gave me a thumbs up. Otherwise, after he sat down, he did not look back at the press once. Now, the judge went through all of the pre-trial motions. So Adams' attorney filed at least 2 motions before this court hearing today, and those 2 motions were 1, to dismiss the case, and 2, to fine prosecutors and get them sanctioned for these alleged leaking to the media. Now, prosecutors today outlined, they didn't go into exactly what those motions entailed, but prosecutors laid out a lengthy list of evidence. Now, that includes witness testimony. They didn't define exactly who that witness testimony is from. And they also, a big news nugget that came out of today was that Adams' cell phone, which was seized by federal prosecutors last year, federal prosecutors actually haven't been able to hack his cell phone since that was turned over. Now, prosecutors allege that Adams, right before he turned over his phone, there was about a day after his campaign fundraiser's home was raided, he took the phone and he changed his passwords, prosecutors allege, and then when he gave his phone to prosecutors, he said he couldn't remember his password. So right now they're doing this hacking system where they're trying to get into his phone, but they haven't been able to hack his phone just yet. Now, prosecutors do have to turn over all of their evidence by December 4th to Adams' defense team because, again, they just really want this speedy trial, and so they should have a hearing again by the end of the year, and then looking forward to the next year. So we have a soundbite of Adams walking into court this morning.
Busy city, running the city, making sure we continue to move forward. Busy.
But again, that next court date right now is going to be December 4th, when prosecutors have to turn over all of their evidence, and then they meet again on October 31st to look over anything else with these motions. Reporting live, I'm Morgan McKay. Bianca, back to you.
All right, Morgan, thanks for staying on top of that.